This is what the cost of living crisis looks like. A choice between feeding your kids or heating your home. A choice Dawn is faced with day in and day out.
The more you're worrying about how am I going to pay this, the worse you actually feel. And then an announcement like this comes along and you feel even worse. And you're worrying even more, and it's a bit of a nightmare.
And today that nightmare continued. The Chancellor's statement didn't include anything to benefit those on universal credit. Dawn says the £300 a year she'll save from the national insurance changes is non-existent.
We're paying that out already, or we are going to be from the looks of it, with the amount that fuel and food and everything's going up. And it just feels like no matter what we're trying, we're not getting anywhere. We're not, and we're actually getting worse and worse off.
Thankfully, it was a warm spring day at Bury Market, a welcome stark difference from life at home in the cold, a life Irene and Lila are used to.
I don't put my central heating on. I've been and bought, I think it was about 25 quid for this big blanket thing, and I put that on at night, just sit under it, you know.
Do you think the politicians down in London, do you think they understand the situation?
No. They'll be rolling in it.
£1.50, £2, £200, £150, is that, to help people out? What would he do with 150 or 200? Go for a meal.
Stephen feels the politicians listen, but not enough. He's thankful to see the price of fuel drop, but with it at a record high, he's worried it's still too much.
My concern is that people come from far and wide to Bury Market. It's going to cost them to get here with fuel prices. It's going to cost them all to get here. And then they've got to pay for your parking and etc, etc. It just goes on and on.
This is a crisis that will inevitably hurt the poorest the most, but the suffering will be widespread. Millions of households across the country are bracing themselves to feel the pain when it deepens next month. Inzamam Rashid, Sky News, Bury.